Welcome back to Low Buck Builds. In today's video, we're going to do a quick walk around on the new budget pickup build, so stay tuned. I should have been a fishing YouTuber. So today we're going to do a quick walk around of our new project truck. This is a 2003 F-150 that I picked up for $1,800. So far I bought a bumper off of Marketplace and I bought a tailgate off of Marketplace. You'll see why here in a second. So in the front it's not too bad, not a lot of rust, a little bit faded headlights, stuff like that, but who cares? It's a 20-year-old truck. On the front there's not a lot of rust. The wheel wells are actually pretty clean because of the covers that came on it. Overall, the front of the truck's pretty nice. So as we come along the side, you can't really tell from this view, but there's a little bit of rust there on the end of the fender. These steps are loose, and the door's got some rust. And of course, the rocker's gone. It's Michigan. So that's something we will have to take care of. But again, this is a work truck project, so this is mainly going to be used to haul stuff and do dirty work. So I'm not going to go too nuts on it. But as we go inside, the interior's not too bad. You got your typical Ford seat tear. Rockers are a little rusty, but actually there. Overall, the interior is actually pretty nice. It needs a good cleaning, but besides that, it's definitely usable. One thing I hate is they put the brake controller right in front of my port for my tester, so that was a pain. I had to move it out of the way to do a quick test on it. So when I bought this truck, I noticed it had a little miss, and the person I bought it from thought maybe the motor was going bad, and I knew right away it wasn't because of two reasons. Number one, it wasn't smoking. Number two, there was no knock. And this has a 5.4 Triton, and I've had a lot of these cars. Everybody hates this motor, but it's actually a really good motor if you know how to take care of it. But anyway, what the miss was, I already knew was an ignition coil. They go out, they're individual. Place that coil, and I bet you this thing will run like a top. So in the back, we got the doors pretty rusty down at the bottom. I'll just throw some patches in there. And of course, again, the rocker's gone. I'm just going to replace this whole rocker area. I haven't decided if I'm just going to weld in a long piece or if I'm going to actually buy the part. But overall, the back interior is really nice. You can tell somebody took care of the inside of the truck. It's not too bad at all. So the back wheel well is pretty good. Again, it had a nice factory cover on there, so that kind of helped out a lot. So inside here in the gas cap, it looks like somebody actually cut a hole. It's the oddest thing. It's not rust. It's like somebody cut it out. I don't know. But anyway, we'll throw something in there. I'll probably just 3D print a little plastic piece and throw it in there just to keep dust and stuff from flying up in there. So we do have the paint match factory camper shell on this, and it will come off because I bought this to be a truck. I might keep it because if I do ever decide to sell it, it'll probably add some money to it. So here's where the ugly stuff starts. First of all, this taillight's got a big crack in it, and here is where the majority of the rust on the truck is. As you can see, the tailgate is gone. The bumper is pretty much gone. I did pick up this nice tailgate here from Marketplace for $60, which was a heck of a pickup. I do have to put one hinge on, but overall it's in pretty good shape. So this tailgate is nice. One thing about it though is it is locked. That's not a big deal. I can just go ahead. It's just unbolt it from behind, swap it out with the one that's on the truck. So that's not a big deal. It's also missing one of the hinges. The guy cut it off to use on a different tailgate or sold it or something, but it's missing one. So we'll just have to weld one of those on. Not a big deal. So moving along, this wheel well, just like the other one's in pretty good shape because of the factory cover that's on it. The cab corners are here on this truck, which is surprising, but same thing on this side. Our bottom of our door, our back door is pretty rough, and our rockers are pretty much non-existent. But again, it's Michigan. Every truck I've ever had, I've had to do cab corners and rockers if it's over 10 years old. So This is no surprise. On this side, the inner rocker is pretty rough as well, where the other side was still kind of solid. So just a little bit more work on the side. Like I said, I might buy the whole piece and just put it in. And it all just depends on what the budget's like after we get it running good. I will be removing these steps. That's going to be one of the first things I do, because if I step on one of them, I'm going straight to the ground, and so is it. So we'll go ahead and pull those off. I might put them back on. I haven't decided yet. Usually I just don't even use them. Again, again, a little bit of fender rot towards the bottom of the fender, but overall the wheel well is pretty good. So I'll probably just put a little patch piece in there. So again, this is going to be just a work truck strictly for doing all the dirty jobs around the house. So I'm not going to put a whole lot into it, and I'm going to see how cheap I can fix it. I'm sure I'll run into some surprises. We'll just have to see. So in the next video, we'll go ahead and get that ignition coil in and see if there's anything else we need to do to get the mechanical side done. Then we'll start tearing into this body work, get this tailgate on, get the bumper on, and start getting it ready to go to work. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see the future projects on this vehicle, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.